Hey guys, what's up? It's Katie and I'm back with another Marvel Contest of Champions video, and it is Top 5 Thursday. So today we are going to be going over the top 5 best Mystic Awakened abilities. Now, some of these champions, they may not be the best, so kind of keep that in mind, but these are the champions who I feel really need either A, they really need their awakening, or B, their awakening really gives them some utility that they wouldn't necessarily have without them. So they may not be the best of the mystics, but their awakening ability, their awakened ability really sets them apart from when they are not awakened. So let's go ahead and get this countdown started with the number 1 spot, and that belongs to Scarlet Witch. So we finally have a 5-star Scarlet Witch. Now, for those of us who've been playing for a while, such as myself, we all remember back in the day when Scarlet Witch was the go-to for just about any content. Now, she was, well, nerfed, but she still is a great champ. And in order to get the most out of Scarlet Witch, she needs the dupe and she needs a high sig. Veil of Fortune is what makes Scarlet Witch, well, Scarlet Witch. So this allows her a chance increasing based on signature level. So you're gonna want to get her as high as possible to trigger her chaos magic, meaning that she'll either gain buffs or she'll place debuffs on the opponent whenever crits occur. And without her dupe, Scarlet Witch is, well, she's pretty much useless. She's pretty much just another nullify champ. The number 2 spot belongs to Dr. Voodoo. Dr. Voodoo is an OG who is still relevant in content today. I'm looking at you, Arnie, too. And he has some great abilities. Now, we all know about the Spirit Venom and the power control, but his awakened ability is really beneficial. So Brother Daniel moves between Dr. Voodoo and the opponent based on hits on the combo meter. So with an even combo, Brother Daniel will stay with Dr. Voodoo and allows for 100% increased ability accuracy and an increase in buff duration based on signature level. Now, with an odd combo, Brother Daniel moves to the opponent and decreases ability accuracy, by 50% and increases debuff duration, i.e. Spirit Venom, depending upon signature level. So this really gives Dr. Voodoo some more utility, and without the dupe, he's just, well, he's just okay. So he definitely needs him some Brother Daniel. The number 3 spot belongs to Mojo, and Mojo is the reality TV star that we all need. Well, maybe not so much. This spineless one is super fun to play, but really benefits from being awakened and at a high sig. So big Mojo energy gives him a fury, increasing his attack when he reaches 5 million followers, and this is really beneficial to Mojo. So having that fury at 5 million followers is really what he needs. But that's not all that big Mojo energy does. So Mojo's awakened ability also allows him to start the quest with 1 million subscribers, i.e. his persistent charges, and he can max out at 5 million. So each sub gives him a follower, which kind of feels backwards, but whatever. Now, his followers can never drop below his subs, so once you hit 5 persistent charges, it's game on. And having Mojo awaken and a high sig for all of this to happen is really where he shines. The number 4 spot belongs to Hood. The Hood is, in my opinion, one of the most underrated champs. Now, that stagger he gets, I really like, and he doesn't need to be duped in order to get that. So some will tell you that he doesn't really need the awakening, but I actually have to disagree. So while he still gets the stagger, as I said before, Dark Dealings really gives him some utility. So once Hood's invisibility is on cooldown, he becomes stun immune, and this can make him great for nodes like Encroaching Stun. But that is not all it does, and this is where he gets some more utility, because Dark Dealings also has a chance for basic attacks to steal 10% of your opponent's power, so that makes him a good option for power control. And this can really come in handy because basically you don't have to launch a special. All you have to do is go invisible, let that go on cooldown, and hit your opponent to get some power. So this gives Hood more utility instead of just being a standard, you know, stagger mystic champ. And that's why I think he's one of the most underrated mystic champs, if not champs in general. The number 5 spot belongs to Morningstar, and let's face it, Morningstar is a beast, but she is even more beastly when awakened. So Soul Link allows her to start the quest with one persistent charge and allows her to siphon away a portion of the power from any fury, regen, or power gain buff her opponent triggers. So basically, she's gonna copy those effects. So that's gonna amp her up even more, especially when she is at 5 souls. So if you're going up against someone who gets buffs like fury and power gain, i.e. hype, she's really going to shine against him because she will copy those. So the higher her sig though, the more attack she'll gain from the fury, the more health she'll regen, and the more power she'll gain from the power gain buffs. And this is why having Morningstar Awakened really puts her utility through the roof. And what's a countdown without an honorable mention? And this week's honorable mention goes to OG Guillotine. And let's face it, OG Guillotine, she was the reverse healer back in the day. She'd be like, Void who? Now, while some people will argue that she doesn't necessarily need the awakening, and she may not, but it really helps her out, and it's why she is this week's honorable mention, because it's really beneficial to her. Ancestor Strength grants Gilly a 10% chance to steal a percentage of damage done as health for every 4 souls she possesses, and the amount is dependent upon her signature level. So this actually allows her to have some great sustainability for questing and the like, and which is why she was kind of one of the go-tos back in the day. But anyways, guys, that's all that I got. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this week's top 5 Mystic champs, or top 5 Mystic Awakened abilities. Who do you think has the best Mystic Awakened ability? Let me know in the comments below and let's discuss. And here is a quick word from someone you might recognize.
Hey man, it's me, Kevin Smith, and if you enjoyed the mediocre Mcoc video full of scrub gameplay, then show Katy some love by hitting like and subscribe, man. Katy don't ask for much. Katy did ask for this. Katy did. So do like Katy did and bug people and get you to like and subscribe, man. She's doing that Mcoc beautifully. Not mediocre. Katy!